welcome. I'm so yes, welcome. Happy St. Patrick's Day to all of you. Happy wonderful Tuesday to everybody. This can be how it goes. This one for a tarot card reading for Pisces. It's gonna be for March 17th to March 27th of 2026. So you know what, Pisces, I understand what you're going through in that way. I understand that there are lots of things that are going on in that way. There's lots of things are going on, and you think to yourself and you say, well, this is how it goes. I need to respect it. I need to do exactly how it goes. Yes, but in that artistic feeling, in the way how it goes, you have to understand that, right? You have to have your own P's and Q's, and you have to have your own etc. Whatever it is. But the way how this is, you have to keep your own motivation. You have your own motivation skills, and you have to keep a type of how it goes in that way. So when things are in that, you have to be spectacle of how it goes, right? It's like, wearing green. You're going to wear green if you want to. It's your choice, but you know what? You have to believe that. You have to see it into a different perspective. That's all you can do. But you take it as a wonderful, granted experience because that's how it goes. Okay? So, this oracle card, it says empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. That's how it goes, right? So whether if you like to wear green or a different color, it's your decision. But when you are, do what you can, Pisces, in that way, whether you have a good, St. Patrick's Day or not, it all depends on you, right? It all depends on how you're feeling in that way. So whether if you have a good feeling or a bad feeling, it all depends on you, right? That's how it goes. But in theory, you have to pay attention on how you're feeling in that way. You have to go with the flow, right? That's how it goes. And when you see it, you think, okay, well, this is going to be how it goes. I need to understand it. That's how it goes, right? So when you see it, you think, okay, well, this is how it goes. It needs to be how it is, yes. Because impartial is the way how it goes. You have to do what you can to motivate yourself, and you think, all right, this is how it goes. This is an opportunity. That's how it goes in that way, right? So that's how it seems to be. But you have to understand it. You have to have that the way of knowing what to do, and you think to yourself and say, all right, this is how it goes in that way. This is how it goes. Okay, so if you use your own empathy, you're seeing two sides of the story here. What makes sense, what doesn't make sense. Okay? So let's see. Let's see what's going on. Okay? So let's see. Let's see what's going on for you, Pisces. Let's see. One more. You'll see the cards in a moment. This is how it goes. So let's see. So you're gonna be on the left side, and then we'll be on the right side. So basically, on your left side, you have the Eight of Cups. It does represent Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, right? That's how it goes. But it does represent entertainment. That's how it goes in that way on your left side. On the right side, they are having the Lovers card. It means that they want to make decisions. That's how it goes in that way, right? This is how it seems to be. So you have to understand that, okay? That's how it goes. So let's see. So the way how this is, the way how you're going to look at it in different perspective, that's how you can do. But you have to take how you can do it. It's a wonderful way of knowing what to do, and you think, okay, well, it's going to be how it goes in that way. So let me clarify this Eight of Cups for you, Pisces. Wheel of Fortune is alright, you're going to have good luck. Three of Pentacles reverse, there's no excitement. Just reverse, there's no action. Six of Pentacles reverse, there's no kindness. So you're being unkind, okay? So I don't know why you're being unkind for, but the way of this is, it's very peachy, right? It's not very good on your own way of how it goes. So Pisces, I know what you're going through, but that's how it goes, okay? So that's how you're feeling, okay? Now for them, they have the Lovers card. Let me clarify that. 4 of Wands, sorry, there's celebration. 3 of Sorcerers, there's no heartbreak. Or just is upright, they want skill. 9 Pentacles reverse, they are feeling uncomfortable. See, when they are feeling uncomfortable and you're being unkindness, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. But what this is, you have to understand about your own theoretical speaking. Whether if you like it or not, you have to impose what you're doing in that way. You have to see it as wonderful, as another definition of how it goes in that way. That's how it goes. So let me clarify the 6 Pentacles here. St. Cups reverse, there's no delusion. King Cups is upright, you want support. King Wands upright, you want leadership. 9 Wands reverse, there's no fear. Hermit is upright, you want to have solitude because you're looking for a soulmate. Maybe you're going to do that, Pisces. I understand what you're going through. But the way this is, you have to understand that whether you have your own momentum, you have to go with it. You have to go with the flow. And when you do it, that's how it goes. It's like, alright, this seems to be happening. Alright, I know what to do. Yes. Because in theory, that's how it goes. It's like, that's how it's based on that. Okay? Now for them, 9 Pentacles. That's uncomfortable. Well, let me clarify that, please. Justice upright, they tell the truth. Queen of Swords is upright, they want to show their independence. Two of Swords is upright, they don't know which path they're going to take, left or right. So, St. Pentacles upright, there's the career, followed by the 3 Wands upright, there's communication. They want to communicate. They want to communicate because that's what they want. They might be dealing with their Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You know, that's how it goes. So, they are feeling what they're feeling in that way, whether you think that, okay, well, this is going to be how it goes, this is how it happens, that's what it seems to be. It's like, alright, I know what to do. And when you do it, that's how it goes, right? You see it as one feeling. You think, okay, well, you know, I need to do it. Yes. Because if you step in the right direction, they are going to step in the right direction. That's all they can do at the moment. For you, let's see what this Hermit card about. So to clarify, is 4 Cups, sorry, you want to have distraction. 9 Cups, sorry, you want romance. Page of Cups reverse, there's no loyalty. Taurus, sorry, there's transformation. King Swords reverse, there's no knowledge. Hierophant, sorry, you want guidance. Yeah, because you want things to happen. You want things to happen, Pisces, because that's what you want. Distraction is a long way away, but if you want a distraction, you have to keep yourself occupied, right? You have to do things, right? No matter how you don't like it in the way, but when you use your word empathy, you're seeing two sides of the story here. One makes sense, one doesn't make sense. But you know what? That's how it goes. You need to resist. You need to compromise of how it goes, right? You have to understand that, because when you want to have your own resistance, you have to pay attention to how you're feeling in that way, okay? Now for them, let's say what this 3 of Wands about. 3 Cups reverse, there's no celebration. 5 Swords reverse, there's no conflict. Fools upright, there's change. 5 Pentacles reverse, there's no insecurity. 8 Cups reverse, there's no entertainment. 10 Swords reverse, there's no conclusions. 2 Cups are there's relationships and friendships, right? That's how it goes. So when you have your own momentum, you have to feel like that. You have to embrace of what you're doing in that way, because when you feel like that and you think, well, you know, I need to improve myself wisely, that's how it goes, right? You have to see it in a wonderful feeling, because the way of this is, you have to accept, you have to adapt, you have to realize how you're feeling in that way, because if things are going into a different perspective, that's all you can do, Pisces, right? That's how it goes, right? So let me clarify this Hierophant. So 9 Wands reverse, there's no immaturity. Okay, what's this 2 Cups about? 10 Wands, sorry, there's burdens. Okay, so let me clarify this Knight of Wands here. 3 Wands reverse, there's no communication. Okay, what's the opposite with this 10 Wands? 8 Swords, sorry, there's anxiety. Okay, opposite with this 3 Wands. Fools, sorry, there's change. Yeah, because you want to have things change, so you want to block off communication. Even they want to block a communication, so the communication is out, because they don't want to talk about it. I have no idea why, but when they have the 8 Swords, it does represent anxiety, because that's how they're feeling. I'm thinking, why are you having anxiety? Why? Because in that way, they're having it. They don't like it, but that's how it goes. They're trying to proceed with caution. they're seeing their side of the story compared to your side of the story, right? It does make sense, right? So when you think about it, that's how it goes. Let me clarify the Eight of Swords here. Podcasters, there's no grief. What's this Fool card about? Temperance, sorry. You know, Pisces, you're healing. That's what you want. What's this Five of Cups about? Wheel of Fortune reverse, they're having bad luck. Opposite with this Temperance. Two of Cups reverse. So there's no relationships or friendships. Interesting. What's the opposite with this Wheel of Fortune? World reverse, there's incompletion. Nine of Swords, right? There's drama here. That's how it goes, right? That's how it is. What's this opposite with this Two of Cups here? Two of Wands reverse, there's no planning. Nine of Cups reverse, there's no romance. Four of Wands reverse, there's no celebration. Six of Swords is upright, there's movement. King of Cups upright, there's support. Yeah, exactly, right? So things will come and go as it goes along, because that's how it seems to be, right? So the way how this is, the way how things are in that moment, it's like, okay, well, it's going to be happening. Yes, it is, because that's how it seems to be. What's the opposite in the middle, please? Empress reverse, there's no nourishment. Four of Pentacles is upright, there's insecurity. The Emperor reverse, there's no structure. High Priest reverse, there's no inner voice. Ace of Wands reverse, there's no new beginnings. Ten of Cups, there's completion. Yeah, because everything's completed, right? So you might be dealing with another Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in that way. That's how it goes. So let me clarify the King of Cups for you, Pisces. Temperance is right. There's healing. Okay, what's the opposite with this Knight of Swords? The Hermit. So they're in hermit mode. They want to find a soulmate because that's what they want. What's the opposite with this Temperance card? Empress reverse, there's no nourishment. World reverse, there's no incompletion. Hangman is upright. Pisces, you want restrictions. Opposite with this World. Taurus upright, there's transformation, everything's changing. Opposite with this Tower. Strength card, they want bravery. Yeah, I can see it. I understand what they're going through because that's what they want. So they might be dealing with in their Leo as a fire sign. What's opposite with this Hangman? Judgment, you want to take action? Yeah, Pisces, you want to take action. What's this opposite with the Strength card? Stars over there's inspiration. Yeah, they want to have inspiration. Opposite with this Judgment? Temperance. So Pisces, you want to have healing. That's what you want. Opposite with the Star. Tower reverse, there's no transformation. Magician is upright, they want skill. Opposite with this Temperance. Sun card, they want positivity. Yeah, you want positivity. That's what you want. They want skill. You want positivity. Makes sense. Opposite with this Magician. High Priestess reverse, there's no new voice. Death card is upright, there's ending. So they might be focusing on another Scorpio. Ah, interesting. So you might be focusing on Leo. They're focusing on another Scorpio. Interesting. Okay. What's also with the Sun card? Moon reverse, there's no misrotations. Okay. Opposite with this Death card. Emperor reverse, so they have no structure. Opposite with this Moon. Devil reverse, there's no obsessions, addictions. Okay. Strength card reverse, there's no bravery, so they're being scared. Interesting. Opposite. Wheel of Fortune. So Pisces, you're gonna have good luck today. What's opposite with this Strength card? Death card is upright. They want Scorpio because you're focusing on Scorpio. What's opposite with this Wheel of Fortune? Lover's story. Yeah. So Pisces, you want to make decisions. That's what you want. Yeah, I can see it. I can see that happening. Yeah. Yep, exactly. Because when things are going into that perspective, that's how it goes. So let's see what the universe is saying. I'm going to go from the middle to the right for them, middle to you on the left side. King of Swords, there's no support. Okay. Queen of Wands, there's no charisma. Three Cups here, there's no celebration. Queen Pentacles here, there's stability. Ace Wands here, there's new beginnings. Just here, there's not telling the truth, so they're lying about something interesting. Five Wands here, there's chaos. Yeah, exactly. So it's like there's something that was happening with them because they don't like this. But the way of this is, that's how it seems to be. Interesting. So let me clarify this Five Wands here. Empress here says no nourishment. Tarot here says no transformation. Two Swords here, they know which path they're going to take. Page Cups reverse says no loyalty. 10 Pentacles here, there's wealth. Yeah, because they want money. Yeah, okay. I can see it that way. What's up between the middle and left side for you, Pisces? Just here say you don't have no skill. King Pentacles, 9 Pentacles here says no trust. 10 Swords here, there's conclusions. 5 Cups here says no grief. High Priestess already, there's inner voice. Emperor here says no structure. 5 Swords here says there's no conflict. 8 Pentacles over there's perfection. Interesting, that's how it goes. Okay, what's up with this 8 Pentacles? 9 of Cups here says no fulfillment. Lovers here says no decisions. Page Pentacles here says no prospects. Ace Pentacles here says there's no growth. 6 Swords here says no movement. King Pentacles here there's no security. Queen Cups here there's no empathy. Wow. 2 Wands is upright because Pisces, you want to plan on something. Interesting. What's the middle? 3 Swords here there's no heartbreak. Hangman is upright. There's restrictions. Yeah, because you know Pisces, whenever you have your own way, your own limitations, that's how it goes. You see it as a wonderful perspective, but the way of this is, whether you have to focus on that, that's how it goes in that way. So whether you depend on your own way of knowing what to do, that's how it goes, right? It's like that's how it seems to be. And when you believe that when you have restrictions, you're being restricted, right? Because you can't do this, you can't do that, because you're being restricted. And that's how it goes, right? So whether you're being restricted about wearing green or, you know, not having a good time or whatever it is, Pisces, I understand what you're going through because that's what the universe is saying is, you know, you have to level up. You're going from level 1 to level 10, you know, but you have to keep yourself steady, right? That's how it goes, right? So you have to pay attention on how you're feeling. That's the way it works. So, you know, that's how it goes. But before I let you go, try to pay attention to this wonderful feeling because in that way, you have to know what to do, right? You have to understand about this reading because when it does, you pay attention to it. You have to understand that. You have to be wonderful and kind and how it goes, right? So that's how it's going to be. But that's how it goes, right? So I hope you all like this video. Try to understand that. Try to give it a like in the comment if you want. But that's how it goes in that way. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, 12, and I'll see you next time I'm going to do. And that's how it goes. Thank you. Bye for now, Ray. Thank you. And